Michael and Cyrus, it's nice to see you, but why are we here today?
Well,
I'm Michael Russum. I'm a book designer, and I also have a bookstore and a gallery dedicated to graphic design in Somerville, Massachusetts, which is right next to Cambridge and Boston.
I'm Lois Arata. I'm an artist and printmaker based in North Providence, and I work at a commercial letterpress print shop called DWRI Letterpress.
I'm Cyrus Highsmith. I'm a graphic artist. I live in Providence, Rhode Island, and I run the type foundry Occupant Fonts.
Michael and Cyrus, it's nice to see you, but why are we here today?
well, Jordan Goffin, the special collections librarian here at the Providence Public Library, asked me a couple years ago if I would like to donate my sketchbooks to the Updike collection. And I said, oh, okay. And eventually I finally did that, and today is the official day that they are receiving them, and we're looking at them together.
I can't wait.
Shall we look at one?
Let's look at some sketchbooks.
So these are all, as I understand it, arranged chronologically by year. So I'll just start with the first one,
Sure.
and we'll look at all 300 or so individually.
That doesn't, yeah, well, maybe.
That was-
So this is this is not my first sketchbook ever, but this is the first one in the collection from 1993. And this is kind of predates when I really started what I think of as my sketchbook practice. Mostly this started was I found this book, I liked this book, and I made notes in it for a zine I was making. That's how long ago that was. Zines, this was the first time zines were cool. Now they're coming around. The zine was called Fuel Kicker, which was from Tom Swift, science fiction book, and it's about like a virus that takes over the planet and cults, and it was actually kind of, what's the word, prescient?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it. But yeah, so this is in there. You can just, I threw it in there. Oh, there's like a map I drew. I don't know why. I was into maps. But as I said, this kind of predates what I think of as my sketchbook practice. And this is mostly notes for a specific project, as opposed to my other sketchbooks, which are more like diaries, because I'm drawing in them and writing in them almost every day and carrying them with me everywhere I go and things like that. But it's funny to see this one.
And where are you in your life in 1993?
Oh, I'm in Chicago, Illinois. I was a student briefly at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago there, and then I dropped out. This was the last thing I did while I was there.
And the book is half empty, just like your career.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't finish it. Yeah. Oh, but look, there's the letter with serifs. Huh.
When does your sketchbook practice begin?
I think, was the first one in 1995?
It says 95.
I would have thought earlier than that, but, oh no, wait. Well, that's fine. That's not the first one. The very first one has a red circle on it. Oh, there it is. Also from 1995. So this, did you ever know Jan Baker?
Yes.
Jan was one of my favorite teachers at RISD, and for her class, she used to have a class, and part of the class was you had to fill up at least one sketchbook. And I believe, maybe you know this, Lois, I don't know if Jan was a student of Sister Carita Kent or just very influenced by her.
I don't know.
But Sister Carita also kept sketchbooks, and she called them sense diaries. And the thing was to just fill them up and write down like the movies that you see, the books that you read, the things that you encounter that day, and to not treat the sketchbook as a place just to do only beautiful drawings, but just to fill it up. And one of the things I learned from Jan, I don't know if she said it this way, but there's different kinds of sketching. There's the kind of sketching you do when you have an idea and you're like trying to refine the idea and prepare. It's like it's in preparation for doing a final drawing or a final print or something. And then there's the kind of sketching you do when you don't have an idea, when you're just messing around and like, oh, so this is like there's the Biltmore. So this is obviously in Providence, right? And there's the waterfront when that was being built. Or no, what was this? Must be. That's probably near RISD. This is over. Oh, this is the old power plant. There's the Point Street Bridge, and that power plant they knocked down. Do you remember? I don't know if you lived here back then. Yeah, I had a beautiful sign up there. I didn't draw the letters, but yeah. I forget what I was saying, but so Jan just had us draw in these sketchbooks. Like she would say, go to the museum and draw everything in a gallery or draw everything in your kitchen. Just as a way of getting in the habit of filling up the books. And she insisted that we only use pen, so we couldn't erase. So you just learn to accept the mistakes, and then if you didn't like it, go on to the next page. There's some of my groceries. I think that's the coffee I was drinking at the time. That's my kitchen. And this really got me started. I had been, oh, that's fun. There's my oven. There's a rubbing of the burners.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this really got me going. I mean, obviously I had, my mother's an artist, so I had sketchbooks before this in my life, but this really got me into this practice of filling up sketchbooks and trying to draw on them every day, at least a little bit, and to just keep going. So it made a huge impact on me. And ever since then, ever since Jan's class in 1993 or 5, I guess, I kept up that practice.
And it looks like you had something tucked into the front there, Cyrus.
Oh yeah, what is this? Oh, this is awesome. This is notes for a CD cover I made for my roommate Michael's band, Pollinate, and he's the manager at the RISD store now.
Oh, Michael
Bilodeau.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Yeah, this is a small world.
Do you think I could ask him if he still got copies?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good 90s kind of record. Wow, I forgot about that. That's awesome. Oh, and all those tickets. I have a lot of these tickets. There used to be a parking garage on South Main.
Yes.
And these also, Tobias Fair-Jones used these as a starting point for Garage Gothic, his typeface. So it's a very Providence thing. Oh, this is where they're building, oh look, they're building the what do they call it? The waterfront. Like this is where that bridge used to be, the world's widest bridge. So they're in the process of taking it down, and then this became the water place park. Is that
I
what
guess that is what it's called.
Yeah. So the design center was probably like over here for RISD. Yeah. Oh, oops, I took this out. Where did this go? The stencils. I always like stencils. I remember I actually, this is fun. I remember I bought these when I first moved here. Like I was at Adler's hardware store getting stuff for my apartment, like buying like light bulbs and cleaning supplies and things like that. And they had these stencils there because it's a hardware store. It's like, oh man, I'm going to get those stencils too. Because obviously that's what you buy when you're moving into an apartment is a bunch of stencils. But I had those for years. They're just cheap cardboard stencils, but I had them for at least for as long as I was an art student. There they are also.
Would you have used a stencil for this?
I think what I did is I put down a roll of masking tape, and that was like my guide for where not to write.
Smart.
Huh. Huh. This was my old apartment in the basement of a old hotel somewhere on the east side. But these are old. The drawings to me look very stiff. And I can see that I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff. Not that I've figured it out, but
Do you have a sense as to where we should jump to?
Anywhere is fine. All those spiral bound ones are from when I was a student for sure. Those tend to be kind of fun. It has a lot of stuff in it.
So
Ooh.
these are all dated with a stamp for the most part.
Yeah.
Were you doing that from the beginning, or did you ever go back and re-stamp?
A little bit of both. I think I had this stamp then. I need to get a new stamp. My date stamp expired.
You ran out of years?
Yeah, I ran out of years. So some of them I've post dated, but most of them I would usually put a date in. And I liked the stamp; it seemed kind of cool. So this is when I started making my own sketchbooks because buying them so often was expensive. And that's the nice thing about RISD is that they have all this bookbinding equipment. Oh, look at this! That's how long ago that was. Press type.
Wait, Cyrus, what's press type?
I don't even know how to explain it anymore. But you would rub it down. It was a typeface that you rubbed down, and then you'd peel it away, and part of it would not stick all the way, and it was very frustrating and stuff. But you know what I saw recently was the Ruth Asawa retrospective, and she sketched. I had no idea. Maybe you both know this, but she would sketch those wire sculptures that she made with Zipatone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like the coolest way of sketching ever because it was all these half-town dots and they'd like kind of make a more ray pattern and they looked exactly like her sculptures. It was so cool. But yeah, this is. Oh, there's some. Oh, that's a good one. There's some press type monsters. I think at this point, this was in the 90s. So at this point, I think the RISD store was essentially giving away the press type or selling it for like a nickel. So I made these little guys with it. That was fun. A collage. Ooh. Oh, look, I found more of this, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
This is something I can't figure out if I found this at Brown or someone gave it to me, but it's like this, like there's kana, and then it's like type. I think it was type that was cut.
Huh.
But it's really, although it seems like it goes, it must go, because that's not right.
No. So do you think this is from a class?
I think the way I remember it, and I'm not sure this is correct, but the way I remember it is that I found this book at random at the Rockefeller Library in Brown because I was down in the stacks looking for something else, and something about it caught my eye, and then I made Xeroxes of it because I thought it was interesting, but I could be remembering that totally wrong. So I really don't know. You found some? Did you?
I think I found a copy for more money than any person should pay.
Yeah.
But I think, as I recall, it said that book was lithographed. So I think this was drawn or lettered, not typed.
Well, but look at like the D and the A. Like I think it was printed really bad. But I think there's enough repetition that it's. Well, maybe no. I think you're right. Actually, what do you think, Lois?
I think I'm with Michael.
Yeah.
It all seems like it's a little too wonky.
Yeah. I think
But bad printing also is everyone's favorite, so it could just be a combo of the both.
Yeah.
But when I look at these letters, I see a lot of your lettering.
It's true.
Yes.
I didn't make that connection, but I definitely have some lettering that looks a lot like this. I don't remember thinking about this very much at the time, except thinking like, oh, this is cool. It was not something that I tried to emulate, but But that's funny. Yeah.
And depending on how this was done, it could have been written backwards.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Or they could have used another technique for not having to write backwards. Because these are wonky letters.
They are.
Yeah.
Other stuff. Oh man, there's a nice flyer.
Oh, nice.
This is, they used to find flyers like this. Like now everything's done on the computer, and I like computers okay, but
Sure.
there's more, things look more the same than they used to. But like this amazing
that's
lettering,
beautiful.
like, I don't know, yeah.
The wording too. Used car to replace our very old car.
There you go, yeah. And then snap caps.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah, here, we should mark this.
So you're not just, these are not just your things, they're things you're finding.
That's true, yeah, yeah. So if they're funny things that I found that I like. Sometimes like I sketch here, I think I was at, what's the museum in New York, of natural history? I think I was sketching there, so I sketch like stuff, work from other people, maybe if I'm interested in it. Although I can't imagine I did this in a museum actually, because it's in ink and they usually don't let you do that. But yeah. Oh, there's more of those parking tickets.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Because people used to just drop them on the sidewalk. So I don't know if I still have, I like a stack of them at one point at home. Woo. Pull here to expose adhesive. Oh, this is fun. I was designing a stamp for the state of Wisconsin. So it was like a mosquito that got smashed. And there's like the press type and stuff, and a stencil. Oh, look, there's a tiny little car stencil.
I think I need scans of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and there's a beer bottle. Also
Actually,
Wisconsin.
would these stamps have been for an assignment, or was this?
I think this
just on
might-
your own?
I think this was for a class. I might not have been a student. I might have been like the teaching assistant. I think it was for a class with one of my another teacher that had a big impact on me, Christopher Moss at RISD. I don't know if you ever met him. He might have been before your time. Whoa. This is how to use mustard. Can you see it? It's not very good. It's like you're squeezing the mustard bottle, and then you yeah. I was trying to explain how to open mustard without words. Oh, and this Chris and I. Yeah, this is when I was working with Chris, because Chris and I came up with the banana theory of graphic design, and that's when you put a picture of a banana on a poster, and then underneath you put the word banana. It's just like you don't actually need to do both things. And we would say, like, if you think about like the Velvet Underground record where it has the banana and then it says Velvet Underground on it, and you're like, what is this? Like, do you remember the first time you saw that record cover and how confused and intrigued and like shocked you were? Like, I don't know if this is, I should look at this, you know, what's going on here? Yeah, because we had I don't know, especially at RISD, all the form follows function stuff. There was a lot of banana stuff. That was our shorthand for that kind of thing. We can mark that if you want.
Cyrus, you said you made these sketchbooks from this era. Did you make them one at a time, or did you make 10 at a time?
I'm pretty sure I made them just one at a time. Later, some of my later sketchbooks, I would make like 10 or 12 at a time. I can't remember how many. I had a whole recipe. But these, I think, were one-off, more or less. Yeah.
I'm going to have to get the sketchbook recipe, Cyrus. That sounds nice.
Well, you know, it's funny because I had this very specific paper. I don't know if you remember, it was like this Legion bamboo paper. They sold it at the RISD store, and it's been discontinued.
They still have it.
They do?
Well, not at the RISD store, but we can still get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of gave up.
Well, our sales rep told us that last week, but that they could have also been lying.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the RISD store also said like, oh, we might be able to order it for you, but I thought like, well, then I just had to put off finding a new paper. But it was kind of a weird sheet size, but I could get I had a formula for like getting the size sketchbook I wanted and the cuts and things like that. So now, but we're working on manufacturing new sketchbooks.
I'd like to pre-order.
Yeah. Let's see. So this is from 1997. Okay, so this is my last year as an art student. Ooh, that was printed in the type shop.
Nice.
On one of those Vandercooks. That's nice. With wood type.
And you did not run the sketchbook through the press?
Probably not. No, I pasted this in there.
Thank you for that message
Yeah.
to future students, Michael.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, and this was when, I think they took them away, but we used to be able to lock up the wood type with magnets. But if I think, they kind of hide them because if you rotate them the wrong way, they hit the roller. Yeah. Oh, and there, look, this is a very early version of Daly's Gothic, one of my first typefaces.
And when did you actually start designing finished typefaces?
Well, finished typefaces not till I left school.
Okay.
But I started using Fontographer to make digital typefaces probably like in 1995 or 6. And I see here it says Tobias thanks. So I must have gone up to Boston to visit Tobias Fair Jones, and he showed me some Fontographer stuff, and that helped me to keep going with that.
Did you know Tobias when he was at RISD?
No, I think we did not overlap actually. We missed each other by like a year or two, maybe just a year. Oh, there's some letter sketches. So here I'm starting to think more about typefaces. I think this is. Oh, this was in Fox Point, the park, looking across the water at those tanks and things like. I remember this. I don't know what it was. Some like novelty package with that great printing, with like the bad registration and the overprinting and stuff. Oh, an Emasco. It's supposed to say Eskimo. It was a fan, but I spelled it wrong. But it's beautiful lettering. I remember liking the lettering. Cigarettes? What is that?
Get street trash, maybe.
Yeah, I remember. Is it Hebrew? I think so. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, stencils. That must have been like a plastic template for like tracing. Oh, look, there's I remember this coffee. This is an enamel coffee pot. I remember that. Or teapot. And there's a lot of phone numbers in these. That's the other funny thing. Like, I don't think I've written down a phone number in years at this point. But in these, there's a lot of phone numbers. Which was pretty much the only reason I would ever go back and look at old sketchbooks was to find these phone numbers. Oh, that was my idea for a Subway logo, because I thought it looked like the turnstile. Those three things.
Oh, that is a stretch.
I thought it was too obvious, but that's what everyone says. Yeah, I was like, what? It's the turnstile, and everyone was like, what? Yeah. And Xerox machines, there used to be like that. I think that was on a pencil, maybe. Is that no 2-point? Could that be? I don't know. But like blowing stuff up on Xerox machines, that was fun. And my laundry detergent. Whoa! Oh, look!
Hey.
There's a proof of Lupo. This was the first typeface that I ever published. Lupo. Here, we can put a mark in there.
Can you see how far along this was?
This is 1997. Okay. I think after this, I think I totally redrew it actually, because that happens a lot when you do your first typeface, because there's so many little details to keep track of, and you're learning, like when you're a beginner, you're learning just about type design in general, right, which is a lot to learn. You're learning the software usually, and then simultaneous to those three things, you're learning about the typeface that you're drawing at that moment. So a lot of times I've talked to a lot of people's first typefaces have been drawn 2 or 3 times, because you get to a point in the process where you've learned so much, and then you look at your work and you go, oh no, this looks terrible, and it's so inconsistent that you're just like, rather, like, it's going to be quicker if I just draw it from scratch than try to track down all these tiny things that I didn't realize were things, so I never thought about, like, if they aligned or how they related to each other. But the idea for this came from Lori Rosenwald, who's an illustrator and graphic designer in New York, and I worked with her when I was a student. So this was her idea, to make this typeface based on the San Rafael aperitif logo by Charles Lupeau. So we took that logo and with this kind of steel brush lettering and made it into a typeface, sort of. I think the S changed a lot.
And you have a little arrow that's pointing at that X. Do you remember what that might have been indicating?
I think it's because it wasn't lining up very well, and I think I was still trying to figure out how to. A connecting script is a puzzle to get all the things to work, and the X in a connecting script is often the hardest piece of that puzzle. So yeah, I think I was not satisfied with that yet.
And would you have drawn any of this on paper, or would you jump right in on the computer?
I think this one I did it on the computer, especially because it's so many straight lines.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean, and it's so systematic. Some of my other typefaces, like the Daly's Gothic one that I showed, that I'd sketched with a steel, like that I sketched first with a brush, actually, to kind of figure out some of the lettering, although then I just drew it again on the computer. But at this stage, I was still trying to figure that out. Yeah, so here's an obscene
I'm just going to say
proof
that's
that I
quite
made.
a...
Yeah, sorry about that. Photographer 3.5, though. Those were the days.
You need to close for that one.
This was something I never finished. I think it was, at the time, was too complicated. Oh, and then this was my experimental alphabet. Oh, it's a whole specimen of it.
Wait, how does this work?
I like, one of the things I like to do is do things wrong. Or like break the one rule that you're never supposed to break is like a starting point. And one of the rules about Latin is that it goes horizontal.
Yes.
And you're never supposed to do it vertically. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a typeface that goes vertically. So that's what this is. This was like my senior project to redesign the alphabet so it goes vertically. And I actually got it to work in Quark Express vertically. It came to me in a dream that if I drew it backwards and rotated 90 degrees, I could flip it and rotate it in Quark Express, and then it would go down, and then the lines would still break from left to right. It was really cool.
Oh, wow.
And then when you change the leading, it would go like this, and if you change the tracking, it would go like this. It was really confusing.
What was the reception, since this was your senior?
Oh, well, I got my degree. I think it was okay. It was fun.
Does this still exist as a file somewhere?
Oh, maybe. I don't know, actually. It would be like a PostScript font, I think. Yeah.
So in these are lots of false starts. So it's not just finished things, but all sorts of things that went nowhere and led to other things.
Yeah, totally, yeah. And sometimes, like a lot of times what I would do is if I had a proof, I would stick it in my sketchbook so I could like look at it later, like while I was riding the bus or something, or make notes on it or something like that. So it was a way of kind of like keeping track of what I was working on. But yeah, there's a lot of false starts, as you say. Yeah. Coffee cup. This is when I've been at Font Bureau for 4 years now, about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. So I'm working as a type designer or trying to, this is a list of typeface names. This is one of the hardest parts of being a type designer, is trying to come up with the names for the typefaces because they're all taken.
Yeah.
But there you could see, this is funny because Relay is the name of one of my typefaces, and I circled it. I liked that one, and apparently it was available. I've never been good. Some type designers are good at like inventing words, but I've never been good at that. I have to rely on like words that exist. And then here's this. I like this. Fire extinguisher. This was, I think, getting painted over, so I took it down from the wall. I would never interfere with the fire extinguisher, of course.
No.
Yeah.
And so, Cyrus, are you still in Rhode Island during this period? Or?
No, I'm living in Cambridge now, or Boston, probably Cambridge, I think. Yeah, no, Cambridge at this point. Yeah, on Broadway above Black Ink.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and this is actually probably around the time when Anna met Julie. Yeah. So here you can see these are proofs where I'm trying to figure out how to draw stuff. So this is, I think that's from Gerrit Unger. I don't know what this typeface is, and I think this is the typeface I was drawing. But you can see I'm trying to like figure out how all these things fit together. And oh yeah, oh this, wow, that's weird. I don't, this is something that never got finished, but I could see some ideas in it that became parts of my other typefaces.
And when you were at Font Bureau, were you largely making your own faces or working in support of others at this time?
At this time, I would have been the assistant to like Matthew Carter and David Burlow, and I think Tobias was gone at that point. But I was mostly being an assistant to other people and helping them finish their typefaces. That's how I got my training. He's a funny guy. But then at night or on the weekends, I would work on my own typefaces. So that's when a lot of that would happen. Here's more spacing. Spacing is so hard. Oh, and I'm looking at Falcon from Dwiggins. I probably went to the Boston Public Library to look at those.
And so the work you're doing as an assistant, they would hand over something that's 80% done and you'd fine tune a little bit or even earlier?
Not so much the fine tuning, more the production. So like Matthew would draw like the basic character set, and then I would fill in all the diacritics and different kinds of numbers and things like that. Or if it were like a family, he would finish the Roman and then start the italic, and then I would draw the rest of the italic or something like that. So it's a great way to learn. But I did get, yeah. Everything is connected and nothing matters. That was my philosophy.
Is that about type design or life?
Both.
So this is loaded with letters, but also with characters.
That's
not
yeah.
typographic characters, but they're not comic characters, but they're cartoonish.
They're cartoonish, that's true. At this time, I was getting more and more interested in cartoons and things like that, partly as a way of taking a break. I was working so much at this time, in part because I was working full-time as an assistant, and then I was also working on my other typefaces, which was like another full-time job. So these cartoons were like just ways of relaxing and being silly. But eventually, in a couple more years, you'll see even more cartoons, because then I really got into cartooning for a while. But yeah.
When you're working on your own things at night and on the weekends, is this something you could do at home at that time, or did you have to go to Font Bureau? Did they?
Oh, that's a good question. A little bit of both, I think. At one point, I remember carrying a floppy disk in like my shirt pocket a lot, so I could like work on stuff in both places. And then at one point, I switched over to a laptop. I don't remember, but yeah, at one point, I started working on a laptop, and then I had a screen at my house that I could plug it into. But at one point, because the screens back then were like deeper than they were wide, the old CRT ones, and we had these black and white screens that were high resolution, that were really good because they were high resolution, but they bowed at the edges, so if you typed out like a row of H's, you had to like just look in the middle because they would start to distort around the sides. But because of that, Font Bureau gave me one so I could have a screen at my office, because they weren't really, we were getting rid of them. But yeah. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, should we grab another one?
Is there a year you want to jump to?
Oh, I don't know. That was 2001. Should we go to like 4 or 5, or it's up to you.
How long were you at Font Bureau?
Oh, a long time, like 20 years. So I started in 97, so I guess 2017 about.
Math was hard for me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Counting's, yeah. I was in class once, I was trying to count how many students I had. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of the students was like, there's 9 of us. And I was like, wow, you're really good at that. And everyone was like, what the hell is wrong with you? So this is from 2004. Is this, I might have, is this the New Bedford era? This might be when I lived in New Bedford. 4th of July. Wow, that's a weird J, though. 4th of July, still with 4-color pens. Wisconsin. I must have been visiting family. Yeah, definitely visiting family.
So you were living in New Bedford and commuting?
I think I worked at home mostly when I lived in New Bedford, although I did commute to Providence once a week to teach, although that just for one semester. Oh, and here you can see I'm doing more cartooning. I was working on the hands, like explaining hands, like R. Crumb did explaining hands really well. Oh, and I think Jos Varta, I was looking at his stuff a lot. But drawing cartoons turns out to be super hard. Much harder than drawing, oh, there's where my friend Chris lived, in Amsterdam. Much harder than drawing a typeface, in my opinion, at least. There we go, draw all the fucking time.
Was that a command for yourself, or what you would have felt?
Probably
like,
both.
Did it feel like a burden?
Probably both. It was, yeah. I mean, it's. I was. Did not have a super healthy lifestyle at this time. I was working a lot, and these are actually a little painful to look at in that sense, because I can see. I was at A-Type I in Prague. I could see how miserable I was in some ways, when I look at these drawings. Oh, here I'm trying to learn how to pronounce Czech because I went to Prague. And this is like the lettering from the
Japanese.
the Japanese dictionary. Yeah. That's good shoes. Then I got sick and the printer broke.
These do seem a little more
Yeah.
frantic.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is a custom typeface for Brides magazines. These were some of the sketches.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So I remember this was one of the best specs for a typeface that I ever got from an art director. She said to me, "I want a typeface that makes me feel pretty," and I was like, "Oh, well, of course you do. Like it's because it's for Brides magazine. That's perfect. Like what a great way to. I mean, then we talked about it a lot more, of course. But I thought like what a great starting point for that because there's an emotional component to design and typography, of course. Oh, look at this. This is a super early version of what became Serge years later. I guess I was thinking about it for longer than I remember.
When you were meeting with clients at that time in like 2000, early 2000s, was this in person or over the phone?
A lot of times it was personal. I would go to New York a lot. I would take the train to New York because that's where most of my clients were. Yeah. It wasn't. I mean, this was before like Zoom and all that
You had to
stuff.
talk to people.
Yeah, so there's a lot of email, a lot of phone calls, but then in-person meetings, and yeah, that was fun. And I loved. I remember I would go to New York, I would meet with the clients, then I would go to the comic book store in Midtown Comics in Times Square, and then I would go to Penn Station and get the train back. Yeah.
So we're kind of in a moleskin era now.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings about the moleskin. I don't like the paper because it's yellow and it's
kind of thin.
The thinness I don't mind. I actually like when stuff shows through. I think can be fun. That bothers some people in sketchbooks, but I like it. But the texture and the color, and they're so expensive. The great thing about moleskin though is that it opened up the market for sketchbooks, and it made that you can find a lot of very similar sketchbooks for slightly cheaper. So that's nice.
I think this is the first time I've seen pencil too. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, so this is 2008. Look, that's good. Well done. So I switched to pencil, in part because I was becoming a parent, and I was drawing in bed, and I would fall asleep with a pen, and then it would get make a mess. So I switched to pencil to prevent that from happening so much. And also at this point, Jan Baker, as I was saying earlier, said like, draw with pen so you learn to not erase and make perfect drawings. And at this point, like my sketchbook practice has been going on for more than 10 years. So I felt okay about switching to pencil in the sense that I knew that I already had the practice and the habit of just drawing. It was actually, I felt kind of like breaking the rules though when I switched to pencil. And I love pencil. I draw with usually like 6B lead. Is that
So really soft.
Really soft, or 4B, I can't remember. And like the 2mm graphite holder, so you can get like this nice thick line. But also the nice thing about that is that it sharpens it while you go, because if you draw with it flat, it makes it flat, but then you get a nice sharp edge, so you can do nice lettering with it. And this is also when I was watching a lot of Rocky and Bullwinkle. So you can see, look, that's awesome. I wrote Rocky and Bullwinkle. So you can see like this kind of mid-century flattened perspective, mid-20th century flattened perspective style that I'm a big fan of.
So even though it's pencil, there's no smudges from erasers. So you're still just going forward, never not going back, as if it is a pen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Radio. I mean, there might be some erasing, but
Don't make me a liar.
No. Birth announcement. I was thinking about a birth announcement. Oh, that's funny. This is hilarious.
Did you end up making buttons?
No, I don't think so. That would have been a good idea, though. I think I had a lot of ambitions, and then it all kind of... It's like, the what? I don't know. Yeah. It was good. So probably in the next one is the first drawing of James.
Actually, that is in.
Oh, that's in. Oh, those in the other
box
box.
that I
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Here you go.
More moleskins or.
Yeah, whatever you like. You can just grab something at random if you want.
I can't read that.
2009 is my guess. Oh yeah, 2009, January 29th. Oh, my utility pole phase.
Tell us more about that.
In Providence, I remember when I moved here, I mean, this was how many utility poles there are. And compared to Wisconsin, there were so many wires and they were so much more chaotic and things like that. So I've drawn a lot of utility poles and made prints of a lot of utility poles and things like that just because they're fun to draw. Here I'm getting back into pens. Scooter power. Oh, that's my friend Juan Carlos. He had a scooter. I don't remember what kind of pen this was. My guess is like one of those Rotring ones.
And so you've got the date on the cover, but how long do you think it would have taken you to fill a sketchbook this size?
These at that time, a couple weeks to be honest. Like, yeah, I would go through these really fast.
That's why they sell them in a 3-pack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've slowed. Oh, there's Boris Badenoff. I've slowed down since then. My average for many years felt like about one a month, which was weird because it was kind of like no matter what the size is, I would somehow fill it up in about a month. More or less. As I said, though, I've slowed down the last few years, but yeah.
2010.
Sure. All right. Ooh, sketchbook. So what's this? 2010. Oh,
Wait, let's go back. Because you're making rubber stamps.
I'm making rubber stamps. Can you read it?
Oh.
Highsmith.
Aha. Sort of chop mark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this is when I found out about brush pens. So this is with a Pentel brush pen that I was really excited. So I think I copied this from the title page of the Tintin book, The Black Island. Oh, and then I had a white gel pen. That was exciting. And these, I think, you can see a lot of times I would pencil these in, and then I would ink them, and then I would erase the pencil line because I was really trying to refine my cartooning chops. So I thought that was okay. But here you could see, so this is 2010, so I had a 2-year-old. So I'm at the library and at parks a lot. So I'm slowly transitioning from cartooning to doing more drawing from observation, in part because I just couldn't keep thinking of stuff to draw. Here's from Ben Shahn. I drew some. Oh, and I love Ben Shahn's line. So I was trying to like do a similar thing with my paint brush thing.
Got a request for that.
This one?
For number 23.
Oh, okay, 23.
Ben Shahn.
Yeah. I don't know what. I can't read that.
Shawnopus. It's
Shauna.
a Ben Shahn octopus.
Oh, you're right. Oh, good. Well done.
Number 33.
I wonder if I drew that in the style of Ben Shahn or if I was copying one of his drawings. I can't remember.
Oh, there's more.
That's from Ben Shahn. That's from one of his book covers. These guys. Park. There's stuff. I drew a lot of. Oh, me and my neighbor were trying to make a story about the kingdom of cats and animals. They went on adventures. We didn't end up going anywhere with it, but it was fun. And then Vulcan science officer.
So this one is like almost entirely characters.
That's true.
Oh, there's an odd letter,
There's
but
an
like
odd lettering.
it's a dramatic shift.
I think because I had a toddler, I think I was telling a lot of stories, you know? So I think I was spending a lot of time in libraries. So I think I was looking at a lot of books and thinking about stories and I mean, it was only like a 2 or 3 year old, so I wasn't necessarily reading them all these stories, but I was just, while they were playing or something, I was looking at whatever book was nearby in the library. So I think, yeah, and then slowly around this time I transitioned from cartooning to like doing children's book illustration stuff, which isn't a huge leap, of course, but yeah.
When is the first children's book?
Right around now, I think. Because the first one I made was Apple Bear Cat, which is an alphabet book. I'll give you a copy. Because all the alphabet books that I found were too complicated for like a 2-year-old. Yeah. Not that a 2-year-old needs to learn the alphabet, but he was into it, you know, because they had like, sometimes it was an action, sometimes it was like, you know, A is for a thing, sometimes it could be like an action or an object or something complicated. There would be uppercase and lowercase words. So I just made an alphabet book with one uppercase letter and one object. So apple, bear, cat, and it was all stuff that James would recognize, like the J was for jacket and it was his jacket. K was for keys and it was my keys. So that was the first children's book that I made. It would have been right around, I think I started that right around now, although I'm surprised I don't have sketches of it in this. But yeah, he was little. It was the first book he ever read. Oh. I mean, I don't think he actually read it, but I think he just had, you know what I mean? But I heard him sitting in the living room going, A, apple, B, you know, I was like, ooh.
It's a pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't 2 at the time, but I mean, older than that, but I can't remember how old he was. But. Okay, so this is 2012. This is like 2012 is the first time I went to Japan. I was invited there for to be on the jury of the Morisawa type design competition. So that's when I started getting really interested in the Japanese writing system, in part because visually I just was so intrigued by it, and also it was helping me to learn it. So this says kaiju, which is like means monster. So yeah, and that's dai kaiju, so big monster. And there's big monster. So that's when we start to see this stuff in there. Oh, there's Alain Grier, I don't know how to say his name, is a illustrator that I was interested in. Oh, and on my trips to Japan, I learned that you can get brush pens with different colors. That was an exciting day. So I started you start to see more color. A lot of these books are pretty black and white. I guess there was the 4-color pen era, but a lot of these books are printed. Oh, and here we start to get drawings from James also, I think. I thought I saw some. Oh, and there's my friend Mike Parker. This must have been right. I think I was just sketching these for his he passed away, so we printed a thing. Mike Parker he founded Bitstream, and he took over the linotype drawing office from Jackson Burke in the mid 20th century. I can't remember when. And then he was like the grandfather of Font Bureau, and that's who I learned type history from, because Mike Parker knew a lot. Like he would tell stories about like Stanley Morrison, and it'd be like, when I met him, you know, things like that. But also he had a really bad memory for names. So you would simultaneously be learning like these stories, hearing all these stories, but then having to fill in the names. So it was really, for me, it was the only way actually that I was able to learn type history, because it was like this really fun way to do it. I could not have done it if just reading it from a book. Oh, there's more Mike. Oh yeah.
Let's put a marker in on a Mike page.
Yeah, I like this. Where was that? Did you ever meet Mike Parker?
I didn't, no.
Oh, okay.
Were you, so he had died already, so
Yeah.
these are from photos or memory?
This must have been from photos. Yeah. But he was like a house guest, like when we lived in Cambridge. And so I met him. I must have met him like 1997. And then I can't remember what year he died. Maybe like 2010 or 11. This is 2012, I think. Yeah. Oh, there start to be a lot of drawings here at the request of James, and he was super fascinated by hospitals. So I had to draw a lot of hospital scenes from just like my imagination. So this was his friend Ari, visiting his friend Ari in the hospital. That he loved that. And there's like an operation. I guess this is how kids process things, but he was super, yes.
Number 30.
Yeah, oh, and here, like someone getting hurt and an ambulance coming. These are all like existential explorations for a small child. It was fun. Huh. Oh, and these books, I would turn them upside down because I didn't like, this was on the front cover. But I was like, wow, so I did that. And then you get there. I think these were from the RISD store. They're like science notebooks or something. They used to have rounded corners. They were so nice, then they changed it. Yeah, then they changed them. Yeah.
Here's a hardcover rounded corner.
Ooh.
It's a little sticky.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gross. Sorry, Jordan. What is this one? This is 2013. There's Isamu Tezuka, the creative Astro Boy. I think that year I went to his museum. I can't remember where it is, but yeah. Science fiction. I would draw a lot watching TV shows, like old TV shows. Deep Space Nine is super good for drawing. The Star Trek show, for some reason, there's the Pronk Festival. So this would have been like at Fox Point Park or something, I think.
Wait, are the scenes in Star Trek long? So it's like a stationary.
There's that
scene?
and there's a lot of like blocking, where like they set it up very deliberately, so there'd be like foreground, background, and something about it. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, sign language here.
Oh yeah, I remember this was a sketch. I did an illustration for the RISD Museum publication, and they sent me. I remember I did this illustration for them. They paid me like $150 or something, and then they sent me a work for hire agreement, and I was like, I'm not signing this. Are you insane? Because they were claiming the copyright forever on a drawing that I made, and I was like, what? And I almost like got the faculty union involved in things like this, and then finally they just folded and they said, fine, here's the thing. I was so pissed because it's a museum, right? Like you'd think they would be I don't know.
And it looks like writing has kind of come back into the practice a little more.
That's true. That's a good observation. Yeah, yeah. And I hear I'm like, there's dates, so I'm doing a diary. Yeah.
So writing is coming back into the sketchbooks. What kinds of things are you writing here or documenting?
I think it's just me processing stuff. Like I got a lot of nights. I say what time I got up, and then things I did that day, and things like that. I think it's sometimes it's just a way of like getting my hand moving. I think, and then.
I guess that grocery list too.
Probably a grocery list. Yeah, yeah. I'm traveling a lot these days, I think. This is in Amsterdam. I wrote that. Oh, look, there's Gerrit Unger. And his purple shirt. I drew his purple shirt.
Oh, I always associate the color purple with him.
Yeah.
Did he always wear a purple shirt?
Not always, but he would
like
often.
Was that a thing?
It was a thing, and then he would have socks that matched it.
Oh, wow.
And then he would carry like a folder that he had like his little type specimens in that was also purple. Like he was like really elegant guy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and there's Matthew. And Kevin Larson. So I must have been in, I think, Vancouver? Is that where A-Type I was? Peter von Blockman? Oh no, it must have been in Amsterdam. Adoy.
Is that a type conference?
Another type conference. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and there's Gerrit Noordzij. And this was a pen. I had a nice pen for a while. It was a noodler pen. It had a really it was a pointed pen, but it had a really flexible nib, so it was like a fountain pen, but you could press really hard on it. So you could get like these nice thick and thin lines. Oh, there's Gutenberg. Wow. This is like my serious book. All these type people. Maximilian Vox, he did like that weird type classification system.
So this is all, you're sitting in the auditorium listening to or watching people talk, and you're drawing them.
Yes.
Which is something you still do.
I still do that. Yeah. Oh, there's my coworker Keitaro Sakamoto. This is before he was my coworker, but he's in design planning at Morisawa. Yeah. So I was 40 years old. I remember. Yeah. Good one.
All right, it's December 2024. I'm sorry.
2014.
2014.
Okay. This is. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Oh, this is when I started filling my brush pens with my own ink, because I felt bad about throwing away all these plastic cartridges, so I started buying watercolor pens, like that you're supposed to put water in, and filling them with my own ink. But it took me a while to find pigment that I liked, and like that's supposed to be red. Like on the bottle it says red, and it's not red at all. So that took me a while to find ink that I liked.
What ink did you end up using?
There's a great company called Noodler's Ink. They're based in somewhere in the South, I think, the American South, and they have really good pigments. Like some of the later books, you can see them really good pigments, and very, very affordable. And, yeah, this is nice.
Can we go back maybe even just for me? There was, like here. That's kind of your Ben Shahn line.
It is.
Is this drawing or stamps?
This I think I did with a brush, just going like burp, 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 like that. Yeah, which is kind of tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of trees.
I draw a lot of trees. I'm not sure why in this case. Oh, there's Anna. Oh, this was with what are those called? Like those pounders for meat. Like
tender meat tenderizer.
Yeah, like with all the triangles on them. So I mashed it on a stamp pad and tried to use it to make a print. And then like I made a moire pattern with it, kind of. That was cool. It was really hard to print with though. Oh, and there's James in his pajamas. Oh, I think I'm sketching like a New Year's card or something. Ooh.
Do you normally send a New Year's card?
I do. I should put you on my list.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. No, I do now. I've been doing the Chinese zodiac for a while because I like animals. So and also you don't have to think of a thing.
Right. It's already there for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I might almost be through it actually at this point. Yeah. Oh, and then I got rabbits. Rabbits became a thing for a while because I was doing a lot of storybooks with James about a bunny. We had a lot of stories about bunnies. Oh, who's that? Who knows? Society of Printers.
77 Mount Vernon.
Yeah. That might have been my first visit
What
there.
year was this?
This is 2014. Could that be? Lance Heidi invited me.
Oh.
I don't know if that was this time, but that was the first time I was at the Society of Printers when he invited me. Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm.
It's weird.
It's super weird.
Good endorsement.
Yeah. Oh, and these are like sketches on the Peter Pan bus to Boston. Like highway stuff. Huh. Muji's good. Oh, look, there's a screen print on the cover.
Oh, nice.
And then, woo. What's this? I don't even know who that's from. Can you read it? Elias? I don't think that's his handwriting.
That's overseas.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
So what year is this book?
2015.
Is
Yeah.
the postcard from a different year?
Oh, it is. Oops. 2022. Yeah. Well, okay, maybe.
There's a 15 in there.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I went to the Stuart Davis exhibit at his retrospective at the Whitney, and he used something, casein? I don't know what it is. So I wrote, what is casein? It's like some like milk-based
Oh, is it
paint.
used in cheese?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, he used it as a drawing thing, but I think there is a dairy component to it. Yeah. He kind of amazed me as like I love his paintings, but they're all in oil, which amazed me because it's just flat color, and it's like the thing that oil paint is worst at. So they took forever to dry. Like if he was a screen printer, I think he would have doubled or tripled his output. You know what I mean? Like, and it would have suited his style so well. But he was like, nope, oil paint, because that's like real paint. So this was that was during the Typographics conference. So like the Eduardo Danilo gave a talk. I used to work with him a lot. He's a publication designer from Monterrey, Mexico. So a lot of the custom typefaces that I did in the early 2000s were with Eduardo. I'm not sure why I switched back to pencil for this, but That's what I did. Maybe because of the paper? I don't know. Oh, there's some ink. Oh, there's the Buddha.
From the RISD Museum?
Yeah, because me and James would go to the RISD Museum together. I trained him to like museums because we would go there starting like when he was like still before walking.
Yeah.
And we would only ever stay there as long as he wanted to. And then we would get a snack. So he always had like positive associations with the museum as snacks and not having to like stay there. And he always loved going out, like he like any kind of outing he liked for the novelty of it. But then slowly we would start drawing together in the museum. So again, this is with ink. So I think I must have drawn these later in ink, or maybe gone over them. Although
Or just been stealthy in the museum.
maybe they weren't paying attention. There, this is good. There's a naughty one. This is I think this was on vacation. I think we were in Little Compton. Oh yeah, there's a guy cohogging. Is that or clamming? I think. Oh, you want
We're
to?
in
That's a good one to.
38.
Oh yeah, and there's James on the beach. I started doing a lot of sketching because I do a lot of contour drawing, right, with a thin line, and I slowly started doing it with a thicker and thicker line because it puts even more emphasis on the shapes. It gets a little confusing sometimes because you lose track of where the edge of your brush is. And I think I'm still here using a flat or a pointed brush because I couldn't find any brush pens that were flat. Oh, that's a nice picture of Anna. But eventually I found flat brush pens that I could fill with my own ink, and that was an exciting innovation. Another utility pole. Huh. And yes, from Muji. Yeah, well spotted. Oh.
Well, I have a lot of those that I never fill.
Ah,
I'm a chronic sketchbook starter, not a.
that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is November 2016.
2016, is that right? That seems, oh, it's 2010 actually. My handwriting looks like it says 2016. It should be 2010. So we can reshelve this one. We can look at it. Although it's very similar to one that we already looked at. Like Star Trek and cartoons.
You watching any of the new Star Trek?
Yeah, I just started season 2 of Strange New Worlds. I'm in love with Captain Pike's hair. How about you? What are you?
I'm waiting for my partner to get back from a trip to start the 3rd season.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Did you see Discovery? I was a Discovery fan.
Yes, we like Discovery.
Oh, cool. That's funny because actually, when Anna was pregnant, we rewatched Next Generation.
Classic.
Yeah.
So 2016.
This is 2016. What am I doing? Ghostbusters. I think I'm on a plane, and I'm drawing on a plane on my way probably to Japan. For a long time, that was the only time I watched movies, was if I was on a plane, because I just didn't have time. Oh yeah, and I think these are some notes about a children's book that I did in Japan about stuff. Kana. There's Morisawa. This is just before I started working for them full time. So this was when I was an advisor to them. This was probably a New Year's card sketch, maybe. That might have been for a client though, actually. Oh yeah, you can tell how many meetings I have to go to when I'm in Japan. Yeah. Oh, and here's Fred. Oh yeah, okay. This was during the competition, and Fred Smeyers gave a talk. So I took some notes during his talk. He gave an amazing talk. And then and this was a sketch from what's their name? Amazing book illustrator. Chihiro Ichikawa, something close to that. She does these watercolor book illustrations, and she in the 20th century. And I went to her museum outside Tokyo, and she draws the feet of children better than anyone I've seen. Like the shoes of like, and like you can kind of like, this is only my sketch, but like the mittens, and they're really amazing. Oh, and this is a park in Tokyo in the fall, right? Because it's November. Yep. Oh, and there's like a heron or something. Oh, so many things. Oh, there's some of my colleagues. More chickens, right? For the new year. Yeah. You're the rooster, not you're the chicken. But yeah.
So you have a 60th birthday?
This looks like it was for the carnival. For a while, I was doing all the graphics for the carnival. That was an annual thing at my kids' school. And they're the Gordon Gators. So there were a lot of alligators. And I must have been the 60th anniversary of something. I don't remember actually this at all, but that's okay. Oh yeah, the cotton candy monster. That was a cool T-shirt. We made the cotton candy monster. Yeah. Oh, and I think I had some highlighters. Someone gave me some highlighters. That was exciting. Yeah.
I think Michael wants the cotton.
We have to put 40 on the cotton candy monster.
Cotton candy monster. Yeah. And that's my nephew Louis. Oh, and Legos. I was using Legos to print. Huh.
When did you start working for Morisawa?
2017. Oh yeah, and this is one of my handmade books, or not handmade books, but this is with that paper that I can't get anymore.
With the bamboo.
The bamboo paper, yeah. This might have been before I had my formula. It took me a while so the sizes changed a little bit until I figured out how many sheets I could get, and all that.
And it's got a saddle stitch?
Which is why there's also tape in some of these, because I really used too much paper for the stitch, but that's good enough. It's fine. Oh, and this is when I got my this is around, I don't know when this is my favorite pen ever. This is a 6mm Pilot parallel pen that I ground down the nib so it's like in the shape of a scalpel.
Oh.
So it's like a folded pen or a ruling pen, so you get like these great jagged lines. I say it's my favorite pen, but I've had more than one because I lose them or they wear out. But that's nice to see.
You can't get Pilot to custom make those for you?
Well, I have a little Dremel tool, and it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Tiny Showcase.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's Tiny Showcase?
Ah.
It's like a local print publisher, and they do work of kind of all kinds. Started out as letterpress and silkscreen, now has switched to a little more digital. So do you remember, would you have been working on a print with them, or?
Yeah, when John Bonacorsi used to do it, I did that, and then I've done some more recently with Julia
Gualtieri.
Yes, yeah. No, they're fantastic. Yeah, they're great. And a very like a Providence institution,
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah. Oh, there's a hot sauce. So this must have been with a paint marker.
Mm.
So this is like RISD stuff. There's Hammett,
Yep.
and then could this be Paul? Is it? It might be
Maybe.
before. That looks like Paul, but I don't know. I can't remember when he showed up. I don't know who that is.
So were you sort of teaching off and on at RISD this through?
Yeah, I started teaching. I've only ever been part-time at RISD, and I started in 2000, so it's been a really long time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some James drawings. Huh. I like that. Did like the title page. I like that, and then I would stamp that in there.
Oh.
And that. Ooh. So this is an empty paint marker filled with ink from that ink I was telling you about, the Noodler's
much
ink.
more
Isn't that color amazing? Yeah.
Wow.
And then this is another empty paint marker with a bigger nib filled with Sumi ink. Here, we can mark that.
42.
Do those travel pretty well? Or?
No, they absolutely do not. I had to put them in Ziploc bags, because they will leak. I learned the hard way. Yeah. Oh, and here these would have been stencils that I cut out of probably newsprint and then brushed on. Oh, more stencils. Ooh, that's a good one.
Still Gordon Gators?
I think I was, probably thinking about the Gordon Gators, yeah. Oh, and tiny little stencils and birds. And these books around now, when is this? 2019? This is when I'm starting to feel like I like these books. They feel a little bit more free to me, and I feel like I'm enjoying myself again.
You feel a lot looser.
Looser, yeah, that's a good word. Like I feel like I had like the early sketchbooks, like when I was a student, had like a kind of energy that was like intense and stuff. I don't like a lot of those drawings anymore because they're so old, but I like the spirit in them. And then there's like kind of these doldrums in the middle where I'm just like, ooh, what was I doing growing up, basically? But now I'm like, hey, these are fun again. Like I like these. Guitar amp. Rhinoceros. If I remember right, the word in Japanese for rhinoceros is sai, which sounds like my name, Cyrus. So at one point I was trying to figure out how I can make a logo for myself with a rhinoceros in it. But I never got around to it. There's some cranes. Oh, yeah. Oh, and here you can see now I have a flat brush.
Aha.
And I get the nice thick line. And I can get that's what I really like the flat brush for, is because you can get these great edges. Oh, and this was at, what's that great restaurant? Aleppo, with Elias and his kid Clara. And I was letting her draw. Like I drew some, but then she took over. That was fun. A lecture. Ooh, good chair. Trees. I think these were I think I was making a card. I was doing an illustration. I needed trees, so I think I printed a bunch of these and then scanned them in to use as artwork. I miss these books.
I know. Did you make those?
These are the ones I
the
made,
ones,
yeah.
Lots of color in the covers too.
Yeah, that was nice too. Yeah, yeah. And I could make them a bunch at a time. So you asked earlier.
Yeah.
These I would make like 10 at a time, I think. I can't remember exactly.
Before you go in, this is March 2020.
Oh.
What's on the cover?
That's it looks like a virus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. It's one of the things you put in the bottom of the shower, so you don't slip.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it does. That's hilarious.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, right. And I was doing sketches for Jim Stroud. He's a I don't know. Do you know Jim? He's a like a master printer, and we were going to do a collaboration together. I was going to do some drawings. He was going to print them. I was going to go to his studio, but then lockdown happened, and he really wanted to keep going with this project, and I was like, I can't draw right now. I'm scared and stressed out, and then he's like, no, we gotta do it. And it took a long time to like set this up. So I was like, okay, I'll do my best. And I got the word COVID confused with the word corvid. I think more than one people. This happened to a number of people. Yeah. So I was drawing crows, and I drew them small because I my plan was to go to his studio and do like these big drawings and like make prints of them. But then in the end, I was at home and I was just like, I can't. All I could manage was making these tiny drawings. But eventually what I did is I scanned them and blew them up, and they became the prints that he did photo etchings of aquatints of.
Is this shop, is it in Connecticut?
It's
in Milton, Massachusetts.
Milton.
2.5 days.
Oh, and then this Q, that's a Q. We had a series on Instagram, me and my coworkers. Q is for quarantine. So we were trying to all draw funny Qs every day to keep our spirits up.
And so this is 2020, your coworkers at which company?
Well, this would be Occupant Fonts, but now we're part of Morisawa. So yeah. Oh, I'm trying to draw the legs for the crows. Pandemic, there we go. Headphones. Oh, that's a nice one. So this is a stencil with latex resist, which I had to stop using because I was never patient enough to let the ink dry before I
tried to roll off.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It was really hard. Oh, and there's one of the bigger crows. Yeah. Oh. Oh, my mother got a puppy, another pandemic thing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's her house. Oh, look at me. Self-portrait of the artist as a middle-aged man.
We haven't seen a lot of self-portraits. We've seen a lot of Anna.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Is this when you turned 50?
No, I'm only 51 now. So
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Oh, there's Astro Boy. There's the page that's coming out. Oh yeah, so here's the flat brush. So doing these contour drawings with the flat brush, because you have to think about the edge of the brush. Instead of thinking about the brush as making a mark, you think about the brush as an edge. So it's kind of a different way of thinking about drawing. That's really fun, and one that applies to type design, because type design is all about contours.
So do you have two brushes, one with that really black and then one with that wash?
Yeah. So this would be Sumi ink. So I have one that I just watered it down with, and then the black. So yeah, I have two. Yeah, and then the paint markers full of ink. Oh, and this must be a monoprint. I think I don't. Oh yeah. Oh, so here I figured out I could draw with my paint markers filled with ink on a piece of plexiglass or acetate, and then just rub it on. And then what I learned is if I didn't rinse them off very well, because I would clean them with soap and then I forgot to wash the soap off, and it kept them a little bit sticky, so the ink didn't spread around as much, and then I could get like slightly better prints from it. You can't really, you can't control it very well, but That was I love this printing.
That's not the same teapot from before, is it?
No, that was an enamel one, and this is a ceramic one. But they're similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's upside down. Jesus. Figuring something out.
So do you have a corner grounder for all of these?
I do.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that RISD didn't have. The corner rounder at RISD is super shitty. So actually, I bought my own corner rounder. I think I said it was a present for Anna because she also really likes rounded corners. Yeah.
Does she show up in your sketchbooks? Do you show up in her work? You have a shared space, right?
Yeah, we do. She does not do so much drawing from observation, and she's actually an annoyingly good drawer because she can draw with like this clean line without sketching and just like, I'm going to draw a dog, and like she can remember what dogs look like how their legs go and things like that, and then I had to like, oh, I'm going to draw a dog. I'm like, that doesn't look like a dog. I have to draw it again. Oh, it still doesn't look like a dog. I have to find a photo of a dog. Oh, that's what they look like, and then, but she's a super good drawer. But she's done some drawings of me, but not as many as I have of her. Yeah. So this was a print with string. I think I saw it on Instagram. I'll own up to that. Like I wrapped string around a piece of cardboard and then dipped it in ink and then printed it twice.
And then a screen print on the cover?
And then it's a screen print on the cover. So when I'm screen printing in my studio, I do it with paper stencils. So as they start to wear out, sometimes like I'll go like, oh, I'll get one more and I'll just do it on the cover of my sketchbook or something as decoration. Sometimes they already have stuff on them because it's just I don't think it through very well. So it's whatever I have around.
Oh.
Yeah. This will be in your future soon.
The Parent Advisor Conference.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the Snake sketch? This must be recent.
This one's 2024.
2020. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Because 2020.
We are 2020.
Oh, yeah, because 2025 was the year of the Snake. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and these were some. These are fake sketches.
Tell us
I was
more
going to
about
ask because they look like you were trying to solve, figure something out
No,
in a way that other drawings do not.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're not totally fake sketches, but these were for a presentation about typeface I'm slowly working on and thinking about. So I wanted to make some sketches to show my process, and I didn't actually have any, so I did them afterwards.
Oh.
I don't know. Don't tell anybody. Yeah. It's okay.
So that project is still in process?
Yes. Yeah, it was there's a designer I'm working with in Japan, Osamu Tori Naomi, and he used to run the foundry Jukobo. And Latin is a big part of the Japanese writing system, right? So there's kanji and kana, and then there's Latin, and you see Latin everywhere in Japanese typography. So inside a Japanese typeface, there's always a subordinate Latin built in. So he and I have been discussing like different Latin typefaces that could work with some of his Japanese text faces and things like that. And in the 20th century, there was a real standard, like kind of century subordinate Latin that was used in all these old phototype things. So it was pretty bad century, and kind of an awkward typeface, but it's also just kind of part of like the way typography looks. Less so now because that was a long time ago, but as part of the proposal for drawing some subordinate Latins for some of his typefaces, I said, oh, like why don't we do like a century actually? Why don't we like kind of like echo back to this like Showa era typography, even though it's a new typeface. So that was, you can see these century like serifs and like that century like R and things like that, trying to explore what you can do with these serifs, because that's the cool thing about serifs. Is on the one hand they're stroke endings, right? But to me, the more interesting way to think about them is these devices that you have for like making shapes, because really what they do is they make shapes inside letters and between letters, and you know that is all affected by like how much bracketing they have and their length and things like that. So that's what these sketches are trying to show a little bit is that thinking about serifs, and specifically the century serifs. That's probably the airport. Oh yeah, I'm about to board my flight to Narita. So this is it. This is at Logan. Oh yeah, Logan. And then this is at the. Oh, there's a kanji. Is that for north? Maybe. I think that says north. I think that's yeah. Oh, and here's my marker. I like these dots. I have a paint marker I can make dots with. I love making dots. Oh, and then I went to Korea. And I started learning about Hangul a little bit. Oh, and then I was signing books, so I was having people write their names for me, so then I could rewrite them in their books, in Hangul and then in Latin. Yeah. Oh, and here this is falling apart. Oh, and this is a quotes. Quotes are supposed to look like a 6 and a 9, but if you do that in a sans serif, they end up looking like the same. So sometimes I flip the quotes, I invert the quotes. Susanna Lichko did this too, and it drives some people insane, especially Germans, because of the way quotes work in German.
I see.
But sometimes I feel like you have to do it. But it's also like an old sign painter thing. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. This was in a park. Oh yeah, I remember this park. What is it? Gosh, something Cohen. Cohen is garden, I think. I can't read it. Same park though. Oh, and here I went to the Odawara Art Foundation. That's the really amazing place. This is in Nebukawa, I think, which is the town that it's near. So we were waiting for the shuttle bus to take us to the Odawara Art Foundation. I was drawing. Zenpukuji Koen, this is back in Tokyo. There's my coworker Yuya. I draw a picture of him every year when I'm in Japan. He bugs me about it, not in a nice way, because he wants an update every year.
Yeah, I'd love to see the chronology of those.
He has them all, yeah. Like it started as like kind of this throwaway thing, like, oh, I'll draw a funny picture of you, but now it's become like a thing that we have to do. It's nice, yeah.
Do you have with you the sketchbook that is currently in service?
Do I? Yes.
Oh, and do you have any writing tools we could like maybe see something in action?
Yeah. Should I get them? Without ruining our blocking.
So now we've got a much smaller sketchbook. I feel like everything else has been sort of a similar scale. So why the smaller size?
These were like my backup sketchbooks. So like because I usually carry one everywhere I go, but sometimes you go out to dinner or something and you just don't want to have like your big sketchbook. So this would like fit in my coat pocket. So I would have these mostly for restaurants and things like that. So you'll see some of my sketches in these little ones, but then also like a lot of sketches from my kid, because we would share the sketchbook blarg. And sometimes we would draw together. We have some collaborative drawings in some of these. And often these would be, this one's all in pencil, probably because of my kid thinking about pens in restaurants and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what these, yeah, so the smaller ones were like just in case. Yeah, I don't think I drew this. That's either my kid or Anna did that. Although it certainly looks like something I would have drawn, but I don't think that's me. Although that is. I have no idea. So here's my current sketchbook, and this isn't finished yet, so this actually isn't in the collection, but I can show you my drawing tools a little bit. So here is my favorite pen with the nib.
Oh, the custom cut.
Yeah, and you just use like a Dremel tool. It takes like 10 seconds. Actually shorter, but you get this amazing line with it.
It's such a nice contrast.
Yeah, it's really nice. And there's, it's in New York. On the Hudson River. We went to SVA. We're doing college tours now.
Oh. I can't believe it.
It's like this. And here I put too much water in my gray one. And, yeah. So I was trying to draw the Guggenheim. I can barely. Oh, but there's, I like that one. There's the like the line, the turnstiles or something. I don't know what. Central Park. Dog. Stencil. I think I sent you a postcard with that K on it.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Oh, good. This is with a cola pen. Do you know cola pens?
I don't.
They're pens that you make from soda cans. So you cut them up and you fold them, so they're like homemade ruling pens. And they're incredibly messy and hard to control, but you get like this amazing
That's pretty wild.
line with them. I don't usually draw with them in my sketchbook because it takes forever. It's a lot of ink, so it takes forever to dry.
Do you have the tool that's making those dots?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's this giant paint marker, again, filled with sumi ink, so you can, it's so nice. And then I love doing this. Yeah, you want to try it?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I'm liable to get something in the wrong spot while Jordan's watching.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, this is like, yeah.
And that's the lead holder too you were mentioning, right?
This is the graphite holder. So this is a 2mm graphite holder, and then it has this graphite, so you sharpen it by drawing with it, and then you have a sharp edge too. So you can do, if you want, you can do like thick and thin, like lettering with it, sort of. It's a nice, I don't know. And then these are some of the smaller ones. Filled with ink, and then this is the, I think they're the same marker, it's just this one had the label fell off. So I buy them empty and then put my own
That's the
ink
noodler.
in. Yeah, this is the noodler.
Wow, it's so red.
It's so red, and I think, I have blue with me too, and beautiful blue. I think I mixed this blue.
That does look like a very Cyrus blue.
Yeah, it has a little bit of yellow in it. And then here's one of the brush pens that's flat. I've gone through different kinds of these. These is what I have now. It's a little, I like them usually a little bit thicker. This is a little bit thinner, but it's okay. So this has sumi ink in it. And I have to keep a safety pin in here because sometimes they get clogged.
I see.
So I use that to like unclog them. And then, oh, this is good. Anna gave me this. This is a knife. But it's a ceramic blade and it's tiny, so I can take it on airplanes.
Oh, really?
I mean, I've never taken it out on an airplane, but I've gotten it through TSA a bunch of times because I cut a lot of stencils.
Yeah.
So I used to have an issue when I traveled, I either had to check luggage or I'd have to buy a new knife every time I landed. So this has saved me some of that. And then I have, I don't have my, I usually have a popsicle stick in my drawing kit too, because I use that for tearing
I see.
things, but I lost it. I have another one, it'll be okay. But,
Those are easy to find.
yeah. And then a smaller pen. That's similar. I also ground down the nib on this, but it doesn't, it's not quite as dramatic because it's a smaller nib, but it works okay. Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to try any?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna try it? Yeah, yeah.
I'll do my notebook though.
Okay.
Michael also has the pocket notebook.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's even got some of Cyrus's.
Oh, it unscrews.
Screws, yeah. How do you use it?
Just try it. No, no.
It's got a good sound too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It is. It's scritchy. Yeah. Look at you. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Dang.
I want one of these.
I'll make you one.
Sure.
So I just got ink on my hands.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
I remember I had a nice moment. I was in The Hague for the Noordzij Prize thing, and I had ink on my fingers because I had been drawing, and I was trying to wash it off because it was for the ceremony. I was like, oh no, I got to get this off. And Tobias was there, who was one of my mentors, and he said, actually, it's kind of why you're here. It's okay. I was like, oh, you're right. Thank you. Oh, wow. Hey, you're right. Like, I didn't really realize all of that. It helped me put it all together. I was like, oh wow, well, this feels good now. Yeah. Yeah.